Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode. We are back from the holidays. I hope everyone had a good time. Last time out we got 8 controllers and I've since made another one. This makes it a little easier to manage the channels, and hopefully today I think we're going to use a lot of them because it's time to automate stuff. So the first thing I'd like to do today is I want to make a stack of ME interfaces. This is the recipe. They're very cheap because these are actually made with the cheap transistors because you get 8 out of 1. So it really won't be that hard to make 4 stacks of circuits, and these cores aren't that too bad either. This is our backlog of energized capacitors. These are the ones that are used in this craft. Times this number by 8 and that's how many circuits we can make. So if we need 4 stacks of these control circuits, we only need to use half a stack of these. And in between episodes I have made zirconium seeds. These were tier 5, but that's actually cheaper than tier 4 seeds because we get supremium from that. We have just under a stack right now. I wanted to get the zirconium seeds because we are running out of zirconium for this. And also sulfur. I made sulfur seeds as well. I want this to be fully automatic because I don't want it to stop. Because we need a lot of neutral steel for all the seeds. And I keep running out, so. And I've also upgraded our blood altar to tier 6. We got nether stars last episode and we crafted these anyway, so I just made 4 more. And I've added some random runes. So I want 4 stacks of these circuits, which means 4 stacks of these. So I need 4 stacks of these. There we go, 4 stacks of transistors. We run out of red alloy so quickly. I'll show you how I've been making it. I probably could automate this, but for now this is fine. I've just got a translocator moving redstone from here into the chest. And I just collect all the red alloy, and then I can just smelt it. Oh, I just realized we need loads of black plastic. It's really annoying that you have to make plastic with coal. If that wasn't the case, I could fully automate plastic, but because I could just pipe from there to here, so there's no point doing that really. We're also going to need some redstone alloy, quite a lot of it, I'd say like a couple stacks. We can get seeds for this, I probably will do that eventually, but it needs a lot of random seeds that I don't have. Okay, it looks like we have everything for these transistors. The plastic didn't take that long. I really should invest in speed upgrades for these valves. You have to wait for it to open and close for every single stack. It's very cheap, but you need lubricant. I haven't made this yet. Oh, okay, you make it in this thing, or you can buy it. So I might look into that, but I don't mind it too much at the moment. We are losing a lot of pressure. Yeah, waiting for it to put in all these things, it got down to 0.1 bars. I think speed upgrades make it more efficient as well, because you lose less pressure once it opens and closes. It's fine. We're almost at pressure, and it should start crafting any minute now. It's slowly crafting them. It's done just over half of them, but now we have to wait for enough pressure again. Yeah, I'll definitely try and get speed upgrades eventually. There we go. That took a while. And now, with a stack of compressed redstone, which I prepared earlier, this should be enough redstone for all 4 stacks of these. It just will take a while. Okay, so these will slowly craft. I'll work on making the 64 annihilation core and the 64 formation cores. I think we might be able to make this already. Brilliant. Now we're just waiting for the circuits really. We have done 11. This might take a while. I might not be able to have a hole here because all the animals seem to get stuck on it. There was a chicken here earlier. I'm not sure what happened to that. But I will save Mr. Enderium Cow. Okay, while we're waiting for this, I think we should do something else so we're not just waiting on stuff. I want molecular assemblers and interfaces on this side and then crafting CPUs on this side. So to start off with, I want like a 3x3x3 cube. So I think I want 14 molecular assemblers. And the recipe for these are not that bad at all. We just need some quartz glass and some more of these cores. And then titanium, but we have like 2,000 of that. There we go. So I think I'm going to place these here. So I'm going to add more of these arches. It might look a little bit weird right now. So I think I'll put this here with it plugged in underground. I'm not sure what the best way to hook this up would be. For now, I'll just run it off here because we have plenty of channels remaining. So I'm not sure if I want to have these crafting CPUs and crafting towers on the same P2P or 2 different ones. For now, I'll just do 1, I guess. So I'll place it like this. Then we'll have dense cable coming off this. So we'll copy one of these and paste it here. So now we have 32 channels over here. And for the crafting CPUs, I basically have to go with 1K for now, because the 4K crafting component requires a capacitor. I'm not sure what the correct ratio of coprocessors to crafting storage is. For now, I'll just do 9 coprocessors and then 18 crafting storage. We can always change it later. So we want 27 of these, and we'll make 9 into this. There we go, 27. There we go. Okay, we should have our first CPU. I'll just make it like this, I guess. There we go. I'm not sure how many channels this will use. 1. Okay, that's good. I thought it was going to be a channel per block, but thankfully it's not. There we go, device online. I could start making interfaces right now with these, but I kind of want to hold a stack of interfaces. I don't know why. We also should get the pattern terminal, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to have to make 2 more transistors, and maybe the interface terminal as well, but that one doesn't require one. So we just need 2 more of these. So we can make the pattern terminal. I'll put this here, I think. This is where I had it in the last pack I played. And we can facade it up. And we're going to need some patterns. They're quite cheap. I'll just make as many as possible. There we go. That'll last us a little bit. Another chicken has fallen in. I'm just basically waiting for the circuits at the moment. Can't really think of anything else to do. Yay, it's done. So with everything we have, we should be able to make an entire stack of ME interfaces. We ran out of glass. There we go. Yay! Okay, we can finally do some auto crafting. So I think the pattern I'm going for is this. I really don't know what the best pattern is, but this one's fine. There we go. So how these work is the ME interfaces supply the patterns. So if you have a crafting pattern, it will craft it in the molecular assembler and then return it back to the interface, completing the craft. So now that we have interfaces, we can craft this, the ME interface terminal. We can put this here. Now there is pattern expansion cards to increase the number of patterns a interface can have. These are very useful, but they use an interface to make, so I'm not sure I'll be doing that until we're a little bit richer. And you can also put acceleration cards in the molecular assemblers to make them go a little bit faster, but I'm not really sure if that's worth doing yet. They are quite cheap, it's just Fluix and this. I'm not sure if it uses too much power or not, or if it's fine to do, but we'll find out. So now we can start making patterns. I think the first pattern we should do is a pattern for patterns. We have to remember to replace the pure Certus quartz with the actual one, because we have loads of the actual one, but not much of the pure. So we can make this pattern, and we should also have a pattern for quartz glass. That's fine. Now we can put these in here. I'm not sure if it's beneficial to put this horizontally like this, or vertically. I'm going to do it vertically because I've seen other people do that, so I'll just copy what they're doing. So now what we can do is we can order a full stack of patterns, and we should have everything for this, and we can hit go. So at the moment it seems everything's quite slow, and we have a stack of patterns. It only took around 10 seconds, but it can go a lot faster with acceleration cards, but I'll do that later. This is very exciting. We can finally automate a bunch of stuff. I could add a pattern for ME interfaces, but right now it's a bit complicated because we can't really make control circuits on AutoCraft because we need to do transistors, and we need to craft these, and we need to craft these. It's slightly annoying, but I think we could do it. The great thing about these capacitor towers is we can connect up an ME interface to this chest, or just replace the chest really, and they should be just ready to go as long as we make patterns for them. But that does involve a lot of wiring that I need to do. And what we can also start doing, now that we have interfaces, is make storage buses. We can put these on all of these drawers, and then we can actually see all of these in our ME system, which is great. It's going to be a bit weird with the way we've got this set up, but I believe we can just connect all these with trim, and then have like a secret controller underneath that we can put a storage bus on, and it should be fine. I'm thinking of having a controller and storage bus on every chunk. So for example, all 4 of these will be connected and have a storage bus, and then these 5 for now will have a storage bus. We do have space for another one here, but that's much more efficient on storage buses rather than having one on each of these drawers. We have like 1 per chunk. And we can also put a storage bus on this controller, and then we can see all of these drops in our ME system. So there's quite a lot of stuff we can do now, which I'm very excited for. So I'm going to take a break and we'll come back and let the automation begin. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to do is connect up these drawers with drawer controllers and storage buses. So that does involve a lot of cabling, so I'll try and make a lot of this. I did swap out this for dense cable because it did say 8 out of 8 channels, but apparently this uses perfectly 8. So it doesn't really matter, but we might want to extend it, so that's why this is dense. I'll just build it off of here. It's probably fine. We can always reorganize all these cables if you want to. Okay, now we just need a bunch of trim, 2 drawer controllers, and 2 storage buses. That did use 2 interfaces, which is part of the reason why I wanted so many interfaces, is because storage buses, import buses, export buses, they all use interfaces. So we have a drawer controller at the center of this chunk. The range is 12 blocks either side, which does get a little bit of this chunk, but not quite 2 chunks. So that's why I'm having 1 per chunk, even though the range is bigger than that. So we have to connect up all of these drawers with trim. There we go. I'll just go around like this, and then we can put a storage bus here. With high priority, I go 100. Once this farming area is bigger than 8 chunks, we'll have to swap this over to dense cable, because right now it only supports 8, but 8 chunks is quite a lot, so it'll be a while. So now we should be able to see all 4 of those drawers. Yes, we can. All 458,000. I know you can use this purple cable, but this one looks cooler, so I don't really mind. Now we can connect up all of these as well. And now we can see the rest of everything else too. Great! I think I'll also do this with our mob farm. This is pretty horrendous. I might do a separate P2P. We don't really need, it's only 1 channel for a storage bus on that. I don't want to waste an entire P2P on that. So I think I want a bunch of machine auto-crafting here anyway. So I'm going to set up a P2P for that, and then I'll just steal 1 of those channels for that. So I'll do this. Copy a P2P and paste it. Okay, that's fine. Before I connect up the storage bus, I have to make sure all of these are locked. Otherwise the ME system will randomly put stuff in them. But it looks like they're all locked. So I can connect up this. High priority. There we go, device online. And there we go, we see all the mob jobs too. Okay, so I think I want to set up some machines over here. For stuff like plates, gears, and alloys, I think that would be helpful. So I'm not really sure what the best way to do this is. I could put the interface like this, and then the machine on top. We need to give this 2 sorts of connections. We need power to the machine, and then an ME connection to the interface. So I'm thinking we connect up the interface underground, and then I guess power on top. We need some sort of wireless energy soon, because these are very annoying, the conduits. And we don't have flux points. Yeah, we don't. There are Spectre coils. Yeah, the best ones are 20,000 hours per tick, and they're not too bad to make. All these things are pretty cheap, except the Spectre string requires mana infused string, and then everything else we have a lot of. But this is mystical string in a mana pool, and oh, okay. We can make these already, and the Spectre ingot is Palace, Mithril, and Ectoplasm. Why did I not make these before? These are really cheap. As soon as we got to Botania, we could have done this. Oh well, we have many stacks of this ectoplasm. There we go, half a stack of Spectre coils. And we're also going to need one of these to actually transfer the power. It's not too bad. We do need jade from Erebus, though. And I've not dug around in Erebus. Whereabouts does this jade spawn? Aha! Here it is. And now we can make the Spectre lens and make a Spectre energy injector. I believe we can just place this by our solar panels. There we go. And now when we place any of these Spectre coils, I think it pulls 1,000 hours per tick from that, which is great. But we can upgrade these all the way to Ender. There we go. We have 32 of the redstone ones now. Upgrading to the Ender ones just needs stable Ender pearls, but this is just Ender pearl, lapis, and obsidian. Nice. And this transfers 20,000 hours per tick, which is quite a lot. I doubt we'll exceed that for a while. So I think I'll place the machines like this. It doesn't look like these Spectre coils connect to conduits, which is kind of annoying. I don't want to have a coil per machine, So I think maybe I can have an energy cell. Maybe I can place it on one of these. Yes, I can. But this is only limited to 1000 hours per tick. I'm trying to find a cheap, like, energy storage. I think the cheapest is the Ender IO one, but it only can output 1000 hours per tick. This one you can upgrade, so I might use this. 9000 hours per tick should be fine. This should be fine. So we'll have one of these per row. I imagine we're going to have a lot of machines. So we can connect up these interfaces. Oh, we've reached level 30 with Astral Sorcery. So if you haven't guessed already, this is for plates and gears, just like these two machines. So we've set these machines to input and output from below, and now we should be able to put patterns in here for plates and stuff. There's not too many compactor recipes actually. There's only 11 pages. So we can have lead, constantan, signalum, iron, bronze, iridium. I'll just test it out with these, I guess, for now. With interfaces like this, it's pretty good to use the pattern extender cards, because that means you only need one machine. And once you have all three, there's lots of space, so it's pretty good. So now we should be able to craft, let's say we want an entire stack of iron plates. Yes, it is quite slow right now, but we can upgrade this a lot with the kits and also the augments. And we can also do this with the gears, for example, Electrum gear for this Signalum upgrade kit. Okay, so these are up to resonant upgrade kits. Now I just need to make like 7 augments, these ones. Luckily they're extremely cheap. There we go. And now if we want a stack of plates, how fast does this work? Wow! I'd say that's fast enough. And it's only using 600 RF per tick, which is still less than the nuclear craft machines. Okay, we also want to do alloys. I think the best alloy thing is these. But the problem is these are very expensive to make, so I'm not sure if I want to steal these or just make some more. Ugh, why are these so expensive? I'm very tempted to just steal one of these. Yeah, okay, I'll steal one. I'll put this on a separate line. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but I'll do it anyway. I think I want to keep thermal machines on this line and then Ender IO machines here, if that makes sense. And we just have to push and pull from below. I might try make a stellar capacitor, because these are the best, I think. And I think that's the fastest it can go. So I'll try that. So I think there'll be 4 of these. And to upgrade these to Stellar, we need Stellar Alloy, which I haven't made yet, because it does need a Nether Star. But we have plenty of those now. There we go. I think this is a quest, but you need like 12. Yeah. So we'll get that eventually, but not right now. And then with a Shulker Shell and Cobalt, we can make this. There we go. This should be rather fast, I'm hoping. So I'll do the same with this, I think. I need another energy cell though. And we can test this out with some Invar. We do need to connect this up. There we go. And now, how fast can we get a whole stack of Invar? Wow, that was insane. Let's see that in motion. This is amazing. Keep in mind that instead of making alloys in here, we should probably be making seeds. For example, Invar has a seed, so we probably should only have alloys that don't have seeds to be in here. But right now this is fine, probably. A surprising number of alloys have seeds. Yeah, Electrum has seeds. Signalum has seeds. What alloys don't have seeds? Oh yeah, I remember. Vivid Alloy doesn't have seeds. And also Energetic Silver. Those are used in this capacitor tower. So there is use for this. The seeds seem so powerful, I'm probably just going to spam these. We have 176 stacks of Draconium. And thousands of stacks of these things, so it's quite overpowered. And so many things have seeds. It's quite ridiculous. We do have to get every seed to get 100% completion of the quest book. We might as well grow most of them. There are some that are like useless, but like all of these are useful. All of these are too. It's really stuff like these that aren't, and this stuff. And something we can do now is fully automate this, because we're growing Draconium, we're growing Sulfur. We can get snowballs from the mob farm with these things. We get Niter from that, and we also get Obsidian from the farm. We should be able to completely automate this, which is great because it always stops. So I'm very happy with the progress we made today. but I think it is time to end. There's lots to do and lots to automate, so I'm pretty excited. I probably will do a couple of things off camera because applied energetics isn't always interesting, but I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you all next time.